So, God's protection is always present in His direction. We might think that, mas nami man to dito, Lord. Shortcut ta bala, Lord. Okay? So, no, si mong diri nga kagi ka na nag-shortcut. Okay? You did some shortcuts. And that's why it's called shortcut, because it's not the way. Right? Because kung amo pa ng way, then everybody would say that's the way. But it's a shortcut, and most shortcuts are dangerous. Most shortcuts are uncharted lands. It's a lot of risk, a lot of, and you don't know what's gonna happen. May malumpat sa imo da, may makuha sa imo. Alright? Kung sa una pa ka, mami ko, damo na stories, may mabagat sa imo. Okay? Ano da, kitaan mo da. So, why does God lead us into places, to direction, and sometimes it doesn't make sense? Lord, naamo niya, Lord, mas pudlay man eh. Why? Because His protection is always there in His way. So that's why we need to hear the Lord, Lord, which way? And most of the time, okay, we cannot hear the Lord because we're so busy of doing things that distracts us from hearing the Lord. All we need to do is supposedly stand still and wait. Stand still and wait. And sometimes we think like, amo na ni Guru Lord, kay kapakita niya manino. You have to wait. There's so many times that the Lord, I was praying for something. Lord, basi amo ni Guru Lord ang makakuha sa amon, okay? Maka-rescue sa amon. And the Lord would say, just wait. Just wait. Pray. Wait and pray. Guess what? After 2 weeks, after a few days of waiting, something happened that if I entered that route, I could have been destroyed. So that's why it's very important for us to really listen to the direction of God, because where He leads us, His direction is always has protection. So God's redirection is not a rejection of His promise, because sometimes, Lord, amo naman to, lapit na, I can see it clearly now. Okay? The rain is gone. Okay? Nakuha, nakita ko kita visible. Most of the time, we will go for what is visible. Ariyo, kita ko niyo. All of these things, paamunin ni Guru. Because why? Because we always are enticed to what we see with our own eyes. True? We are always enticed. And even convinced that this is it because it's happening. It's see. But guess what? Sometimes it's the wrong direction. Why? Because not always what we see is the right things to be. And God will redirect us not because killjoy, Lord, killjoy ka magit ato natutani ko ako natani to. It's not something, a rejection of His promise. Diba, Lord, you promised me that you will provide for all my needs. Amon tani ni masalbar sa amon mga kilanlanon. And guess what? The Lord redirects us. Why? It's not because a rejection of His promise, but because He has greater plans for us. And God repositions us to set the stage for His revelation. To set the stage. When I say to set the stage, sige lang bala, ginapreparar ko lang na makitaan mo ang akon kamayuhan sa imong kinabuhi. Wait there. Just be there.